I'm a person that's very much in touch with my vulnerability. I'm very sensitive. I'm very empathetic. I express my emotion publicly and openly. And I think those things allow me to be strong. They allow me to be a good advocate. But I think so many of the messages that we get, especially as guys, because the emotional range we're allowed to embrace is just one emotion, and it's secondary, and it's anger. It's the blanket for everything else. It's like you can be angry and that's it. You can say, I love you to your mom and no one else. You can kiss your little sister, but you better not kiss your dad when he drops you off at school. Like, that's the messages we get, right? That's the message I got. And I feel like when you learn that, and you learn that you can't acknowledge that you have all this other things happening inside. You can't acknowledge that you're an emotional being. You can't acknowledge that you're a being that has all the messy complexity that everyone has. And I think as guys, we're taught to do it with might. And we're taught to do it with shouting, and we're taught to do it with pushing our chests out. When really, you'll read about in my book. I've had people pull guns on me and talk someone down with a gun. You can't always pull a gun out of someone's hand. And there are times when I've had confrontations or conflict where it took me knowing myself and knowing people and having tremendous empathy and having tremendous communication skills, things that I was told were not masculine traits, to be the greatest advocate. And so I think that when I think about the kind of masculinity I want to embrace, I don't even want to define it as masculinity. I just don't really care anymore. But the kind of man that I want to be, or human being that I want to be, is one that is able to know and be all the things that I have inside, and not just the things that I was told I was allowed to pull out of my toolbox. And that's a hope that I have for everyone, regardless of sexuality, gender, race, ethnicity, class, whatever.